Based on the PureTech industrial water research, anions such as fluoride ions is hardly removed when preparing deionized water. Therefore, we assume the fluoride ions in the deionized water is equal to the fluoride ions in drinking water, whereas drinking water has 0.1 ppm fluoride ions present based on studies. 95% of confidence level is first assumed to be the confidence level for the set of experimental data. By using Excel, the confidence interval is calculated, which the interval for sample A is plus minus 0.005 ppm, plus minus 0.01 ppm for sample B, and plus minus 0.001 ppm for sample C. So, after the statistical analysis, it can be concluded that the confidence level is 95% because the experimental data lies in the acceptable range by comparing it with the literature data.
The other method that we suggest includes first, the photometric method. Photometric method was used for the determination of fluoride dependent upon the bleaching action on the intensity of the absorbance in the complex form between a dye stuff and a metal. Photometric method was widely used for the determination of fluoride in potable water. Photometric method was effective over a limited concentration range and subjected to many interference, particularly from phosphate, aluminium, and iron. Other than photometric method, ion chromatography can also used to determine fluoride concentration. Ion chromatography was applied to determine an ion including fluoride in geological samples, following fusion with sodium carbonate, geothermal water, and organic compound after sodium fusion. However, it is unacceptable to determine atmospheric fluoride because lack of correlation with recognized standard method. Ion chromatography applied in water analysis as it provides a measurement of wide range anion. Moreover, an atomic and molecular spectroscopy can also be used to determine fluoride concentration, but this method have no real advantage over direct method for fluoride ion. AMS involve addition of calcium and lead in excess. The calcium method is the most effective but all require careful technique and handling. A suppression of the magnesium signal by fluoride is reported to be proportional to the fluoride concentration, but signal depression techniques are prone to matrix interference and this would appear to be no exception. AMS applied to determine the fluoride concentration in milk, as milk contains high calcium. Ion selective electrode ISE was the most suitable analytical technique to determine the concentration of fluoride ion. This is because ISE gives fast response for a measurement. It is convenient to bring around as ISE instrument is portable. Most importantly, it does not destroy the sample while taking the measurements. Photometric method was not chosen is because it's more time consuming and not tolerant toward the interference which can vary the final results, while ion chromatography has a wide variation in rates of elution for anions. So, how is the conductivity affected by temperature variation? Conductivity process in aqueous solution is by means of ionic motion. Conductivity invariably increases with increasing temperature. This is due to the nature of ions and by viscosity of water. Increase in temperature may cause an increase in number of ions in the solution due to the dissociation of molecule. The variation of conductivity with temperature will pose an issue in real-life measurement. In countries with 4 seasons, the surrounding temperature varies in different seasons. This will affect the conductivity, hence it's hard to maintain the conductivity of the solution. During the summer, surrounding temperature will be higher, hence the conductivity is higher compared to winter.